There are so many great rangefinders out in the marketplace these days, but I have a brand that I love and trust, and we're going to do a review of their latest rangefinder today. I'm Ryan Ballantyne with Golf News Net. Thanks for being here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Today we are doing a review of the Shot Scope ProZR rangefinder. So I've been friends with Shot Scope really since they've come to the market. They're a Scottish-based company. They're great. They do great things with shot tracking and game performance tracking, but they've also gotten into this space of distance tracking and distance measurement technologies, and whether that's being a laser rangefinder or a GPS watch, which they have a phenomenal GPS watch with some amazing features for this year. But in this video, we are talking about a laser rangefinder. And the reason so many of these rangefinders have been able to come to market is because a lot of the technologies around them have been around long enough now that they can be implemented and used in cheaper rangefinders. So that's been a benefit for pretty much all golfers. The days of $500 and $600 rangefinders are long gone, and now you can find them ranging anywhere from, $80 to $250, depending on what you want, the features that you get. The ProZR is a loaded rangefinder. It is a fantastic model. So I'm showing you the box here, but here's what it comes with. So this is the case for it. Nice quality case. It's going to hold up over time. It's not just some kind of like cardboard, fabric around cardboard thing. This actually looks good and is going to work pretty well. It's got that nice closure that I like so that you can keep everything nice and tight, even if you have it a little loose here on the zipper, which is a nice pull here. And then in the back, it's kind of got that clamp that you can put on your bag. That's what I do with mine. So open this thing up, pull it out of here. Here's the unit. So not too huge. It's not small either. So it's not like a cube, not like one of the tiniest ones I've seen. Just like most rangefinders you see these days, it's got a nice rigid area where your thumb goes. It's curved, it's ergonomic, so it's a little bit easier to handle. It's battery based. There are an increasing number of these that are based on charging, and you charge them with a USB charger. This is not the case. And just like pretty much every battery based rangefinder, it's got that battery well, and it comes with the battery in it. It makes it pretty easy to open here. You just twist it open. When you open it up, the battery's inside, but it is wrapped in plastic, so it doesn't work right away. Cut off the plastic, and this thing works. Easy set of features here. One of the things I think is most handy about a laser rangefinder anymore is a magnet. I don't really use a golf cart too often when I play, but having this for when I play and ride in a cart is immensely helpful. Just to be able to stick it on the side there, leave it there. When I need it, come get it. The only downside is if you ever leave it somewhere, you're probably never going to get it back, and I have done that before, unfortunately. But it's a good, solid magnet, connects easily. It doesn't take up a whole ton of the square footage of the side here. It's just enough so that it connects to something that will allow it to attract it. So that's good and helpful. Over here on the side, it's an easy changeover to slope on and slope off. So if you're playing in a tournament and you can't use slope, then you can go ahead and switch it off, just like that. Just a quick flick with the switch. And then it tells you here, hey, if you want to turn the slope on, just move it like that. Now, here on the product here, the ProZR, first of all, I love the color scheme. But second, you've got a couple of buttons up top. And one of them says R/B. Well, that's for how you see when you're looking through this thing. So you've got, your optics that you can change, and that's all great. And you can set that up to fit your eye and what you're looking to do with it. And you've got your, fire button, your blue button to do the measurement. But the R/B actually allows you to change whether you see black or red with the optics, with the overlay. So you see what distance you have, what the slope is, slope adjusted yardage is, all of those things here. And you could see it in red and black. Now, I've probably said this in a number of videos over the years. I much prefer the red optics because it stands out a little bit better for my eye. It stands out really better for everybody's eye. Some people prefer to actually see what they're looking through a little bit more. And maybe that's where black comes into play and is a little bit better because you kind of see the surroundings a little bit through the optics. And then you get the information on top of it. But really for me, a laser rangefinder is purely transactional. Like if I want to see the whole shot, I'll just see it with my own two eyes. If I want to see what the distance is, I need to see it through this thing. And that's all I really need out of it. So it's very good about that. It's got a 1,500 yard range, which again, is kind of standard issue these days, but the red optics are not. And that really makes me quite happy. You can also switch over to meters, so you can change whether it's meters or yards. That's another thing that's important too. I actually played in a tournament with someone once, who had their rangefinder in meters for the entire round and didn't realize it until they put about 3 balls in the water on a par 3. And then they, kind of learned the hard way. So it is important to know whether you're in meters and yards, and you can change that pretty easily up here with the M button here at the top. So that's your mode. Another great feature about the ProZR is the DuraShield. And the DuraShield is kind of part of the casing for this thing. And I don't know about you when you use a rangefinder. I do this especially if I'm walking, and I walk most of the time. I kind of wind up throwing my rangefinder places. And I've had ones over the years that aren't really built to handle that, and they get messed up pretty quickly. And that's on me. But the great thing about this is that DuraShield really is a good firm shield here on the outside, so that when it hits the ground, it kind of protects the rest of the product, the electronics inside, the optics, so that you're not damaging the product. It's going to last for a while. And you find these in higher end rangefinders, just kind of a firmer outside so that you don't kind of hear things rattling around as much when you throw it on the ground. Eventually, if you throw it hard enough, you're going to break it. But at least for where that you're going to use day to day when you're on the golf course, this is great for that. And I think the total package of this product really makes a whole lot of sense, because you're looking for something that's a little bit nicer than your kind of $100 rangefinder. It's got a full set of features. It's got something that's going to stand the test of time. It's a battery-based product, which I think is actually worth a little something these days. And it's really easy to use. There's nothing to dislike about the ProZR. So, price point is $300 on this, which makes it more toward the high end of rangefinders these days. But again, you pretty much get everything you're looking for in a modern rangefinder. You're getting slope. You're getting that red or black optics. You're getting lock on target. So when you lock on the target, you'll see through the optics, the kind of optics give you the lock on target symbol that like you've got a scope on it, like a sniper. So that helps that you've hit the target. It doesn't kind of zap, or it doesn't make a noise, and it doesn't vibrate, but at least you can kind of see visually like, hey, you are on your target. You're ready to go. Everything that's offered here, again, $300 is a very reasonable price point for this. It's something that's going to last a long time. It looks good. It works well. There's nothing to dislike about this. So check them out if you're interested. Shotscope.com. You can order for yourself. They give you free shipping. Again, they also offer other models that are a little bit lower in terms of price point, and their quality, they just don't come with quite the same set of features as the ProZR. So depending on what you're looking for, depending on the market you're in for one of these types of units, whether you're kind of graduating from a starter unit up to a better one, or you're just kind of looking to modernize what you've had in the past, the ProZR is a great option from Shot Scope. Let me know what you're using these days to kind of measure your distances on the golf course. Do you still pace it off like old school? Do you use a GPS watch? Do you use a laser? Maybe you use a little bit of each. I don't know. But I'd be curious to know what you're using. Leave a comment and let me know about that. Again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Really helps us out, keeps things going. And we'll be back with another review real soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Ryan Balaji. We'll see you next time.